What does the Bible say how you should charge for your services? If it says anything about it at all, that's what we are going to be looking at in today's video. So you want to stay to the very end. If you are probably a Christian entrepreneur and you are wondering, how much should I charge for my services? So you want to stick to the very end of this video because you need to stop undervaluing yourself. If you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Eva Mtani. And on this channel, we talk about side hustles, we talk about passive income, and we also talk about opportunities to make money online. And sometimes, actually most of the times, we want to look at what does the Bible say about some of these topics. So today we are going to talk about how to price your services, but we are not going to look at it from the logical perspective. I have done an entire video about it. You want to check somewhere up here. I've done a video on how to price your services from a logical perspective, as well from an energy perspective. And in this video, we are going to look at how to price your services from a biblical point of view. So as a Christian entrepreneur, personally, I don't just follow what the trends are or what is happening. I like to look at the word. And my greatest mentor, King Solomon, the richest man who ever lived, is one that I like to get wisdom from when it comes to how I run my business. So let's talk money today. So number one, the biblical foundation about faith and finances, or just pricing for your services. We will look at 1 Timothy chapter 5, verses 18. I have it right here with me. And it says, the worker is worthy of his wages. So basically, that means that this myth that I've had a lot of people talking about, that charging money for your God-given gifts is a sin or it is wrong. Come on, guys. You are not selling the gospel. You are offering your time, your skills, and your expertise that God has given you, and you deserve pay for it. You deserve fair exchange for your energy. So if you're ever in doubt, 1 Timothy chapter 5 verses 18 is very clear. The worker is worthy of his or her wages. Number two, King Solomon didn't give it away for free. So why should I? So if you look at the book of 1 Kings chapter 10, when the Queen of Sheba came to visit Solomon, the Bible says that she brought spices, she brought gold and precious stones because she understood the value of King Solomon's wisdom. And converted to today's prices, the amount of gold that the Queen of Sheba brought is worth more than 200 million US dollars. That's the amount of gold that she brought to King Solomon back in the day. And the other interesting bit is that the King Solomon didn't go chasing after Queen of Sheba. He created something that was valuable. Rather, he used the wisdom that God gave him. And when the Queen of Sheba heard about it, the Bible tells us in 1 Kings chapter 10, verses 1. And when the Queen of Sheba heard of the fame of Solomon concerning the name of the Lord, she came to prove him with hard questions. So he created something that was excellent, something that was divine, and that royalty came to him. So when you look at 1 Kings chapter 10, verses 10, it says, and she, who is the Queen of Sheba, gave the king 120 talents of gold, and of spices, very great store, and precious stones. There came no more such abundance of spices as this which the Queen of Sheba gave to King Solomon. So as I've said, that's roughly 200 million US dollars as of the shooting of this video on the 13th of April, 2025. So 200 million US dollars just to sit in his presence and hear his thoughts. So that's a whole masterclass in positioning and value-based pricing. So when you are in doubt, please refer to 1 Kings chapter 10, verses 10. Now, let's look at the logical but not so logical side of it, still Christian-based. So it's important for you to know your numbers. Actually, when you look at the book of Luke chapter 14, verses 28, Jesus said, you need to be a good steward. Which of you, desiring to build a tower, does not first sit down and count the costs? So before you set your prices, calculate your business expenses, your time, your material, if it is a product, and how many clients you can realistically serve to get back what you have invested, okay? Number 2, charge for transformation, not just for the hours that you spend. So in the other video, I actually spoke about the kind of services that I provide. I charge $70 for a 30-minute consultation. And sometimes this can sound expensive, but it's based on several years of experience, hundreds of thousands of US dollars spent in travel, in books, in trainings, and the whole shebang. So the same applies with our mentor, King Solomon. He didn't charge just by the hour, or he didn't even charge for his time. He was compensated for his wisdom and the insight he had garnered over the years. So you too are not just selling a service or a product. You are facilitating breakthroughs. You are facilitating healing. You are facilitating clarity. You are facilitating confidence. Make sure you price this impact. And that's why, as I said in the other video, it is important to make sure that you are providing value, because when you are providing value that you can stand behind your service or your product, then you are not going to have any trouble charging for the impact that you are creating. Number 3, when it comes to pricing for your services or your product, especially as a Christian entrepreneur, it is important that you position yourself in excellence. So just looking at, again, the book of 1 Kings chapter 10, you will come to realize that Solomon's palace wasn't just average. Everything was intentional, from the food that the people ate, his wives, his concubines, his workers, the food that was on the table, to the uniforms of his servants. Everything was excellent. And actually, even the Queen of Sheba marveled at all this, okay? And in the same way, how you brand, how you package, and deliver your services should reflect God's excellence, exactly how King Solomon teaches us in the book of 1 Kings chapter 10. So now, when it looks at the energetic side of things from a biblical perspective, the question is, make sure there is spiritual alignment in how you price for your services. So what do you want to attract? Who do you want to attract? So your price is prophetic. It speaks into the kind of client you'd like to serve, because remember, they're going to be coming into your space. So do you want to attract people who see your value and are happy to pay for it, they're happy and ready to invest, or those who are just going to drain you, make you resentful, doubt you, refuse to pay? Are those the people you want to invite into your space? I don't think so. And then number 2, you have to look at what feels right in your spirit, because if you are going to be mentioning a price or trying to price a product and suddenly you just feel anxious and resentful, you have to think again, because whatever prices that you charge, you should feel some sense of alignment, you should feel some sense of joy, you should feel some sense of peace, and make sure that it is aligned with your calling and your current capacity, because you don't want to charge and then start feeling pressured because you're charging too low and you can't get enough clientele. Or you don't want to be in a position where you start getting resentful because you're charging so little compared to what impact you are creating. So let peace guide you, yeah? Like personally, I always make sure once I have introduced a new offer or a new product, I let it sit and see how I feel about it, give it 2 or 3 days, and then come back and see how peaceful or joyful I feel 3 or 4 days or a week later. And then use pricing as your boundary, not like a wall, because it's okay to have multiple offers to address different client price points. So you can have like free content, like what I'm offering right here is free content, but you'll have to pay for it with your time. You can offer medium tier content, like what I provide in terms of my ebooks and other digital products. And then you can offer premium services, like what I charge for one-on-one services. And even Jesus himself, remember, he had the multitudes that were following him. He had the 12 disciples, and then he had the 3 disciples who are in his inner circle, Peter, James, and John. So different levels, they're going to get different access. And you don't have to apologize for setting boundaries around your value. It's biblical. Jesus did it. King Solomon did it. So don't feel pressure that you have to serve everybody. You can't. You're not ice cream, yeah? So if you've ever wondered how to price your services as a Christian, look to the word. The book here, it covers literally every topic under the sun. Listen to your instinct and just trust your worth. You are not just selling a service, as I've said. You are transforming people's lives. I want to believe so, otherwise, why you're a Christian? And you're basically carrying a solution to a problem that somebody has been facing for God knows how long. And like Solomon, when you walk in alignment, even royalty is going to come and seek you out, yeah? So if this video blessed you in some type of way, shape, or form, I want you to type worthy in the comment section below, because it helps with the algorithms. It helps to push the video to a lot more people. And it also motivates me. And also do let me know in the comment section below, what pricing breakthrough did you have today based on the conversation that we have had? And hey, don't forget to like, to subscribe, to share with other people that you feel might also benefit from this video, and hit the notification bell if you want more kingdom-based business strategies just like this one. So that's it for today. Go and build, go and serve, go and strategize, and go charge accordingly. I will see you on the next one. Bye.